Hello, welcome to Sky City, a survival Minecraft space base. I am Joshgetslost. So far this season, we have built some amazing things here at our base, from iron farms in the sky as satellites to amazing creeper farms. We've even done massive terraforming and world building projects such as this amazing guardian farm that I created. I've also made some smaller things like shops, which have made us tons of diamonds over the course of this season on this SMP, to an armor stand project that was a ton of fun and allowed me to tell Minecraft stories in a new way. All in all, our base has been an amazing project, but today's project is the biggest thing of them all this entire season. This project has been 3 months in the making, and you're going to want to stick around to see what this thing looks like at the end of today's episode. For our project today, there has been a ton of behind the scenes work that has gone on, from leveling down this entire huge 256 diameter circle to a single level, to draining massive river areas in our base in order to make this possible. This has all been going on for months now on the server. And today I had to gather quite a bit of ingredients. So I headed out to my froglight farm, which has been in operation since the early weeks of the season. I also headed out to my family's base on the free side of the server because they've got some materials that I want. And as you can tell, there's definitely a different vibe over here from our space base. They've put a lot of work into different things, from giant, I think that's a trident farm up there in the sky, to my son's area, which, of course, like any elementary school boys, is filled with dinosaurs. And they have been having a lot of fun over here building all these different, I don't even know what that is. Cookie Monster T-Rex? Rah, me want to eat something, nom nom nom. And my son is a little obsessed with player heads, I guess you could say. Hello, Sniffers. Where am I going? They also have this amazing little area they built as an homage to Jurassic World. Looks like someone has griefed it a little bit. And up there, we've got the Jurassic World entrance. And I think that's the Indominus Rex over there with a roller coaster inside of it. Pretty cool, pretty fun stuff over here that they have been working on throughout the course of this Minecraft season. But I'm not here to see dinosaurs. As cool as they are, I need to, how do I put this delicately? I need to borrow some items. Now, last time on our episode, if you watched it, I built a sheep farm. But instead of spending, I don't know, 30, 40 hours AFKing this week in order to get all the wool that I need for this project, I kind of headed over here to a wool farm that has been running ever since the season started. What is this nightmare of a base? I'm glad I'm not on the Nintendo Switch. My Switch would be completely fried. So let's go over here. We've got all of our wool, and let's take a little bit, just for the time being. We'll return it. Put those there, and then you know what? Let's add an empty shulker box wherever we took one. You know, don't want to steal everything. Get some cyan, get a little red. We need a lot of wool. There we go. We also need a lot of glass and concrete, so I'm out here in my mining desert, and as you can tell, my area is mostly sandstone at this point in the season between all the glass and all the concrete that I've made, but thankfully there's still more desert over here. This is my gold farm, where I get XP and other items that I need, like gold and things you barter for. Hello, piglins. Time to give me some XP. My shovels are pretty dead after all that sand digging that I've done. Let's get you guys some healing. We're going to get some gold from here because one of my favorite things I built is this little bartering farm. I think it's a logical Geek Boy design, but it's so much fun to watch in person as it gets going. We've got, I don't know, 20-something piglins down there just chilling, waiting to give me stuff. They get kind of mad when I open chests, but you know what? What are you going to do about it? You're stuck. And I named them Big Pig Chops after one of the members of our server. Wait, what in the... it's raining piglin! What in the... Apparently they're still mad at me and have found their way over to this side of the farm. Literally never seen that happen. All right, let's get this thing going. Here's all your gold ingots, and they trade, and then slidey magic ice powers. It all gets shoved down and sorted. I love watching that happen. That is one of my favorite things about this farm. Just sitting here and watching all the things get yeeted down the ice. We were primarily interested in gravel for our concrete. Speaking of other materials that we need, I'm going to modify my gold farm a bit. This is always a little dangerous. You don't want to break an existing farm, but I've got an idea for turning this into another block that we need, which is skulk. In fact, I need about, I don't remember, about 6 or 7, 8 shulkers of skulk for this project. So I definitely can't just go mine it. So I'm going to create a little basalt generating skulk transforming platform here. I saw a recent design on a Tango Tech video where he did this with the new 121 Allay farm concept, and I'm sort of just kind of copying over what he did, but since we don't have Allay powered farms because this server is still in 1.20, we're going to make it based off of the gold farm. And I'm going to trick the piglins into coming down here and dying. Maybe that little raiding piglin thing we saw earlier maybe spark some inspiration for me. The lava pours over here and makes basalt. Let me get all this fun redstone done. There we go. Took a few times to get the things in the right spots, and whenever a block disappears, it will be replaced. We're going to put zombie eggs up here. They will try to run through the trapdoors and fall off onto the farm and die and spread the skulk all around. I'm not sure how to keep them falling consistently because the way the spawn radiuses work, but I come down here after getting them spawned up top, and if I can find the right things, I just sit here and use my netherite hoe to get all this skulk turned into blocks, and all the hoppers there collect, and then the basalt generator fills it back up, and I'm going to use this to get those shulkers of skulk that I need. And if you thought digging sand and farming skulk was tedious, I now get to turn shulkers full of squid ink into black dye. Why? Because we don't have auto crafting yet. This is 1.20. All right, let's get this all going. This isn't even the whole. I have to do like a whole bunch of shulkers of these. Come on. And now I can use all that sand and gravel and black ink to make, I don't know, like 9 shulkers full of black concrete powder. So first I gotta assemble it all. And then I'm gonna have to do the real fun work, which is going up to my concrete maker that's in our giant tower, and F3 and T to keep the clicks going, turning it all into black concrete. Last but not least, I need some black glass. Not just a little bit. I need 27 shulkers full of black glass. So here we go. Let's craft these bad boys up and try not to accidentally turn them into panes. Whew, that would have been a big waste. Whew. And if you look in this double chest, half of the shulkers in these spots are all black glass and completely full. Yeah, that is a lot. I'm tired of crafting stuff. Let's go on to something more exciting. Last but not least is project down on the ground. It will not look very pretty if this ugly eyesore of a water elevator is still here. I've used this for a few animals and things, but the one animal I actually built it for was the glow squid, and those didn't even work. I ended up bringing them by waterlogged rails, but now I have to take this stupid thing down, or at least down to ground level. I'll probably keep the underground access for it. All right, got all the water gone. And let's remove the ugly dirt and netherrack. Yep. Here we go. This was always meant to be temporary. But now at last, the moment all of you have been waiting for. It's time to get building. And finally, after months and months of base development, terraforming, item crafting, resource gathering, we now have a galaxy under our base. I don't know. I think it seems pretty worth it to me. To just give you guys a little bit of sense of scale here, this is about 4 Minecraft maps worth of build. There was in total, the layer of this was around, I believe, 48,000 blocks. And you can see it from up here. We're going to go down and look at it. It's still not finished. There's still some things we got to do and something else we got to add to it to kind of finalize it. But here it is, this spiral galaxy just underneath of our base. Looks like I need to trim back maybe a few more of the houses than I thought. Kind of hanging over the edge there of our walkway. But you can see here all these different blocks and all the different resources that went into this. There's actually a full montage of the entire build that is at the end of this video. So make sure if you like those time lapses, enjoy it there. But I figured why give away the full surprise and just kind of cut ahead a little early to this end product. I love the way this looks. I love the different colors. I love the way the sculk also adds a bit of that kind of distant starry look to it. Now, some of these things are going to change. The frog lights are going to disappear. In fact, if you look at them, just to give you a sense of how much work has been done here, every single frog light, every single beacon that you guys see down here on the ground was originally on the ground. So everywhere where we had dug up, everywhere where there were hills, you can see over there all these yellow frog lights up there in the sky, that green emerald beacon that's now floating above the earth. Those were all layers of rock and stone and other ores that we mined down in order to make this circle possible. And so the biggest hills were, of course, on that side over where you can still see the road cutting in to those circles. But it has been a ton of work. And we got to do a bit of cleanup before the next part of this project. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that shortly. And of course, one of the things we'll need to do here is actually go around the entire edge of this circle and replace these blocks with probably sculk. I think I'm going to use for most of it in order to make it look really nice once they're along the edge and not have these odd bits of stone and granite and stuff sticking out here on this side layer. But first, as I was building, I noticed there were some animals, and so I definitely want to take care of those guys and get them somewhere safe. One of the things that I usually try to do is incorporate the landscape of the terrain I'm building in into the builds. So it always hurts me to have to get rid of some things like trees that existed since I first arrived in the world as it generated, especially like these big custom oak trees. But they're just not going to fit in very well here after I'm done. And so we'll have to remove it. Sad to see it go. But this is a rare case where what I'm building just is very different than what was originally here. And so I want to make sure to get these all collected and remove them, as well as remove all the frog lights and other lights from this area. Hello, kitty. There it is. The galaxy under our base. We've added another 47,000 black glass to the top of this to help not only with spawn proofing, because I don't want a giant perimeter underneath my base, and building up in the sky means we have shadows from different buildings, but also we can still get down below to some of the areas below the base through a few of these little spots that I left. Actually, I bet this would look better if I got rid of that, and there we go. And we can still get out. Yep. Okay. Perfect. We've even got our squid farm we've kind of worked around over there. That was something that was kind of difficult to move because of the mechanics involved. So here's where I need you guys. Let me know what you think about this. Do you like the galaxy under my base? Do you want to see more space-related projects in this world? I'm kind of looking at maybe either starting a new series or focusing on one of my other worlds more here after this has been done. But if you guys like this and want to see more, I will build more. So please let me know. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. I am Joshgetslost, and I hope you guys have enjoyed our space adventures today on the Basementcraft server. See you guys later. And don't forget, the full time lapse of the build is coming up.